You guys ready to start having some conversations? We
About
don't have to today. I'm not gonna force you guys to do anything you don't want to do.
this about to be
Nothing.
some bullshit.
About
too.
what?
I can
About
feel
what?
Cade
it.
Cunningham.
See, here we go.
Mars, you know what conversation I'm ready to start having?
What conversation is
I
that,
actually
Ron?
don't.
Yeah,
What conversation is that, Ron?
I don't know who you're about to compare Cade to. Like,
I'm
I
not
don't
about
know
to
what
compare him to anything.
I don't know
I'm
what
about
version.
to ask, where does he rank in the league amongst point guards? Because
He's top 10.
Based off
20,
one game, Ron?
20,
Are you talking about
20
based
no,
off-
based on the seat. Cade
He's
played
top 10.
70.
He's top
He
10.
played 70 games this year. He gave you 26 points,
Okay.
9 assists,
Yep.
6 rebounds.
Yep.
He was an all-star, all NBA caliber.
Yep.
He's
On
gonna make
top
all
of that,
NBA.
He's
on
gonna
top
make
of
the
that,
All-Pro team. Yep.
he dragged this team. And what I'm saying that loosely because much credit to the vets that they picked up, a lot of credit to JB Bicker's staff. But Cade dragged this team to the playoffs after being what they were last year. It is time to start having serious Cade Cunningham conversations, and I'm ready whenever.
So,
you
Ron,
guys are.
I'm going to throw some names out for you, and I want you to tell me when to stop.
Y'all gonna call
Luka.
me disloyal today.
Okay, Luka.
Today I'm gonna be deemed as disloyal.
Okay,
I
Luka.
Oh,
keep it
you're
real.
saying he's better than Halle and Trey.
I gotta keep
So-
it. He might be better than some other people too.
So
Yeah,
Luka,
but
thumbs up or
that's-
thumbs down, Ron? Yes or no?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
No,
Shea.
actually, no.
Okay,
No.
Shea, thumbs up or thumbs down?
No.
Curry, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Nah.
Brunson, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Now is when we gotta start talking. For every name from here on out, it is a conversation. Every name.
Halliburton, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Give me Cade.
Damian Lillard, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Give me Cade.
Maxey, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Till next.
Okay.
Cade.
LaMelo Ball,
Cade.
Darius Garland.
Cade.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So when we talk about Brunson and we talk about Cade, where's the separation for you?
It's the size.
I'm
It's
bigger.
the defensive abilities. It's the fact that I can get downhill and get to the free. Well, Jalen Brunson gets to the free throw line at will too, but it's the fact that I can.
The way he gets there is interesting. But
Yeah,
he gets
but he gets there. But it's the fact that I can finish over the top. I can dunk on you. It's the fact that I can look over the defense, and on top of that, it's a passing gap too between the two.
Yeah.
It's an experience gap as well,
Right.
that Jalen Brunson has. It's a crafty ability that Jalen Brunson have. Jalen Brunson can, and it's a clutch gene too.
Yep.
But it is a conversation that has to be had right now, right now.
Does it bother you his ability to take care of the basketball yet? Because again, Ron, I know you just ran off the numbers to me, right? I know you just ran off the numbers to me. That 26 and I think 9 that he's averaging this year. So last year he averaged 23 and 8. So 23 and 7 last year, something like that. So in terms of the numbers, it's really not much of a gap, right? But it just looks different this year than it did last year. That point I won't argue, Ron. That point I'm not going to argue. However, between him and Brunson, is there a gap? Is there a gap between how, one, I take care of the basketball, 2, how I orchestrate what's going on out here, and the floor leader that I am? Because I like to think that matters, because there's a trust aspect that comes into being a primary ball handler. That something good is going to happen when I have the basketball. Do my guys, not just my guys, do you trust him, Brunson, with the basketball more than you trust Cade? Do you trust Trae Young with the basketball more than you trust Cade more often? I don't just mean in stretches, I mean period. Who do you trust more with the basketball?
I trust Jalen Brunson and I trust Trae more with the basketball. But once again, how often in a game are they going to have the basketball in their hands? I need somebody to rebound. We just talked about rebounding.
Sure.
And Cade Cunningham is, I don't know the exact numbers, but he's probably top 5 rebounder point guard in the NBA. I hate to step in and interrupt this intense yap session that you're currently watching, but I just have to inform you on all the amazing, spectacular, fabulous, endless ways to play and win over at Prize Picks. Basketball fans, I know the season is just tipping off. Yes, I know this. But you know what that means? It means that you have an opportunity to pick your favorite players and their matchups that are the most thrilling, and you can win money from these. With Prize Picks, you can play daily NBA contests and test your hoop knowledge by choosing the player projections and every single stat line imaginable to make your Prize Picks and take home some nice hard-earned cash. Are you a rookie in the game? Don't even sweat it. I got the playbook for you right here. All you have to do is download Prize Picks, use promo code PANEL, and you will get $50 instantly when you play 5 here with Prize Picks. So what are you waiting for? Download Prize Picks, use promo code PANEL, and join me as we break down all of our amazing daily picks right here on the panel. Prize Picks. Run your game, control your game, win your game. It's easy, baby. It's easy.
I'm not sure.
Cade Cunningham is 6'7".
Mm-hmm.
We know Trey's deficiencies, and his deficiencies all are because of his size. Jalen Brunson, he's stronger and he knows he's more crafty, so he can get away with certain things, but his deficiencies are because of his size. Cade Cunningham, you're not. Have we seen him get picked on this series on defense?
Not yet. We only seen 2 games, so not yet.
Chill. If they haven't done it in the 2 games, I highly doubt that they're not doing it because they can't do it.
You talking about picked on defense, like him guarding being a defensive liability?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So that is where it's a gap right there. But
sure,
to be honest, I will probably say 6 out of 10 times today. Like if we were just to go around teams, and if you were just to throw 10 teams out there, I will probably take Jalen Brunson on 6 out of the 10 teams.
Now, Ron, it's because Cade is very much like what you said about Ant. Is Cade introducing himself to the world like, this is who I am. This is what you should expect to see for the next half to the next decade. Because I think he's only 20. What is he, 22? Something like that, 23?
Yeah.
So this is what you should expect to see over the next 8 to 10 years for me. So are you jumping the gun here, putting him in the conversation? Because again, Ron, I'd like to think that what I've done in the past matters when you're talking about me and you talking about other people. You just got here. You got 2 playoff games from him. I've been doing this for years if I'm Jalen Brunson. I've been doing this for years as Steph Curry. I've been doing this for years if I'm Damian Lillard. And that's what you're basing Cade Cunningham on in terms of putting him in that conversation, Ron. Because throughout the course of the season, yes, he's been getting busy. But the legend of you gets raised in the playoffs. And if I'm Damian Lillard, like this Milwaukee series is about to change off the strength that I'm coming back. Off the strength that I'm about to get back in the lineup. What we're going to look like when I'm back in the lineup, that's something different. But the fact that I'm back out here, this thing is going to change. This is what I'm thinking about when I think about Cade. Have I seen enough from him to talk about him like I talk about Brunson, like I talk about Trae Young, because these guys have had moments in the playoffs. I haven't seen that moment yet from Cade Cunningham.
Last night wasn't a good enough moment?
It was.
I know you got to see more, but last night wasn't.
I mean,
indicative of what we gonna see from.
I seen Trae Young go into Madison Square Garden and shut the door on them. Y'all dudes is out. Get these dudes out the playoffs. I've seen him do that.
A much worse Knicks team, by the way.
Even if it was a much that environment is still a hostile environment, and it's the playoffs. I still have to
imagine how hostile it is when the team's good.
It's even more hostile, 100%.
Yeah, so they're not going against the same team. It may be the same franchise. But the 21 Knicks and the 2025 Knicks levels to this.
There's a gap, 100%. There is a gap. I won't that point I won't argue, but it's still the playoffs, and I still have to perform in the playoffs because we've seen guys playing in the playoffs against worse teams or teams that aren't as good, and they aren't great in those series. Trae Young went in there and completely dominated them.
Oh, for sure. He was amazing. Derrick Rose was the Knicks' best player, so I mean.
That says a lot.
Yeah, Cade's good.
Yes, he is.
Cade's good. Definitely a top 10 point guard. Probably not as high as Ron, but definitely top 10. And he's rightfully so going to make All NBA this year. So shout out to
Where
Cade.
do you have him, Ron, as an All Pro this year? Which team do you have him on? I know we're gonna go. I know we're gonna go over it later on when it comes out. But where do you have him? I got him on the 3rd team.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. No, I know. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's 2nd team. Pretty sure.
All right.
Yes.
Hey Ron, can you check my?
You forgot Cade.
Hey, Ox, tell me you did it again, Ox.
I'm pretty sure I got him on that 3rd team. I just want to be sure because, like I said, I did it. It was like 2:30 in the morning. Ron texted me, "I need your list." I'm like, "All right, but my bad." So I hope I did though. I'm pretty sure I did the right thing. I still feel bad about the whole men thing. I wish Ron would have remedied that for me, but whatever.
I know I had him on the 2nd or 3rd team. I can't remember which one, but he was there.
I got him on 3rd team.
Yeah, I think 3rd sounds right though.
In terms of box plus minus, he's the 7th best point guard in the NBA, and in terms of WARP, he's 6th. So
6, you said?
Of all those stats, like, so I feel like certain analytics or metrics or ratings or stats or whatever, I feel like they hold more weight for different positions. So as a point guard, which of those, like, is box plus minus or VORP, are those mean more to you for like your starting point guard?
Oh, they mean absolutely nothing to me either way. I just thought for Penn, if he's
Boss
watching,
don't even like box plus minus.
But box plus minus and VORP are the same thing. It's just one takes into account how many games you play. So
that's VORP, right?
In box plus minus, he's 7th, but in VORP, he's 6th because he played more games than Dame.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So that's why I brought up both, but it means absolutely nothing to me either way. But just so if Penn's listening, even the box plus minus and VORP says he's one of the best point guards in the NBA.
And speaking of Penn and speaking of VORP and all this good stuff, Chill, you asked me just about Cade and whether I was jumping the gun and whatnot. Yep. Chill, I just want you to know, in the words of my good friend Penn, Pensare, say his full name. Chill, I'm not wrong. I'm early. All right.
Those two things ain't the same.
Know that.
Those two things are not the same. All right. Those two things are not the same. And maybe he is going to turn into what you think he's going to turn into. He may very well do that, Ron. Yeah.
You think Cade's better than John Morant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. If
first of all,
they both on the table, give me Cade.
He better than Kyrie?
Not from a talent. What, Cade, Ron, do not.
I never said he's more talented.
Ron, okay, exactly, Ron. Don't get
never said he's more talented.
Mars is laying the trap for you, Mars.
I'm curious because I want to know where it sounds like he has Cade as like a top 5 point guard.
Okay,
like
Mars,
he said Lucas, Shea, Steph, and then he really had Cade next.
Mars, you ran down a top 10 list of point guards, and Ja wasn't in it this season. He was not in it. You had named 10 point guards.
He's not in my top 10 point guards for this season.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So with that being said, Ron, I think Cade Cunningham is solidified as a top 10 league guard in the game. He's not on the back end like 8, 9. No, I don't think he's that low.
He's knocking on that top 5.
I think you can have him anywhere between 6 and 8. I think we can have a conversation between 6 and 8. I'm comfortable with that. Yes. I'm comfortable with that. Mars, what's your percentage, by the way, with the water bottle?
Last week was a bad week. Last week I was 2 for 5.
Compared to a center.
I'm 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2 this week though. I'm 2 for 2.
Okay, all right. So you got it going this week.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. It really depends on how full the if it's that improves my depth perception.
Would that be the same as the lane being clogged, Mars? Is that
something like that? Like if it just feels like when the can's more full, I feel like it improves my ability to measure out the distance. So right now, I think I'm doing good because of that.
Oh, see, I thought it was the opposite. I thought you were saying like your trash be too full and to be bouncing.
That's what I thought. I thought the lane.
Bro.
Like I can't really.
No, because like the other bottles provide like a cushion. So like, I can bank it in, and like,
okay. I mean, 2 for 5. I think those are decent numbers. That's solid.
Depending on where you shoot.
Most weeks I aim to go 4 for 5. Sometimes I'll have 2 bottles in one episode, so I end up taking like 8 shots in a week. But I'm aiming to go like 75% plus most weeks. That's the goal.
That's pretty good.
Hey, Mars. Like I always say, you hit the rim, that mean you hot. Keep shooting, brother.
No, sometimes I'll be missing so bad. I don't know if you guys see my face. Like if I miss bad, like you'll see my face.
Get Mars on the floor. He killing us.
Mars is killing us. You gotta be a playoff riser, Mars. Now that it's playoffs, you gotta hit more shots.
Yeah, if I miss badly, like I might be quiet for the next 20 minutes. Like I'll be mad as hell if I'm missing that shot. It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.